More than 80 jet ski riders raised close to $200,000 for sick and disadvantaged kids in the annual week-long Yamaha Variety Jet Trek Ocean Ride. A group of 81 jet ski riders from around Australia have helped raise close to $200,000 for kids in need as part of the week-long Yamaha Variety Jet Trek Ocean Adventure. The 2021 event returned to the Queensland coastline after covering both New South Wales and Queensland the previous year. Run in the middle of March, the 600-kilometre ocean ride started from Caloundra on the Sunshine Coast and finished in Gladstone after a rest day on Fraser Island at the halfway mark. Although the event has been sponsored by Yamaha Australia since 2006, all three brands are welcome and are represented: Yamaha, Sea-Doo and Kawasaki. As all 81 jet skis hit the water each morning, more than 100 support crew follow the journey by road, driving ahead with empty trailers in tow, meeting up with riders at lunch stops and at the end of each day. Day 1, a 100-kilometre run from Caloundra to Mooloolaba, was held in wet weather under dark clouds, with 1 to 2 metre ocean swells, although conditions weren't severe enough for officials to cancel this leg. Day 2, a 133-kilometre run from Mooloolaba to Rainbow Beach, had to be cancelled and completed by road after event organisers declared on-water conditions too dangerous, a requirement of the event permit issued by Queensland safety authorities. The forecast? 4 to 5 metre swells and high winds. There was some relief from the bad weather on Day 3 for the 100-kilometre run from Rainbow Beach to Hervey Bay, near Fraser Island, with swell in the 2 metre range and clear to patchy weather. One ski fell victim within the first half hour of Day 3, even though conditions were deemed calm enough to allow participants to take passengers. The sinking ski was quickly spotted by the sweep rider of the group. No one was injured, and the rider and passenger made it safely back to the boat ramp. The injured craft was towed back to the start of that day's leg, initially by jet ski and then by one of the support boats, before it was picked up by road crew. The rider involved continued on the rest of the jet trek on another participant's spare jet ski, but not before the entire field stopped on the magnificent Fraser Island for a rest day. Fraser Island is the largest sand island in the world, 123 kilometres or 76 miles long and 22 kilometres or 14 miles wide. It was listed as a World Heritage Site in 1992 and welcomes thousands of tourists each year, many of whom come to fish, relax or inspect one of the old shipwrecks. The SS Mahino, which served as a hospital ship in World War I, was used for bombing practice by the Australian Air Force in World War II. It washed ashore in 1935 while being towed to Japan to be broken up for scrap. The tow chain snapped as it battled a cyclone and the rudderless ship ended up on Fraser Island, where it's been ever since. Day 5 was the longest leg of the journey, 2 100-kilometre runs back-to-back, one before lunch and one in the afternoon, on the way to the remote coastal town of 1770 near Agnes Water. 1770 is so named because it's the site of the second landing in Australia by British explorer James Cook, who arrived there in May 1770, a month after discovering and naming Botany Bay, near what is known today as Sydney Airport. Fortunately, the bad weather from earlier in the week had cleared for the final 2 days. The final leg on Day 6 was a 100-kilometre run from Agnes Water to the finish line in Gladstone, and also delivered near-perfect conditions. The 81 riders and more than 100 road crew, split into 7 teams to ease congestion on the water and at boat ramps, helped raise in excess of $194,000. While the tally was lower than previous years, it was more than expected given the travel restrictions caused by the coronavirus crisis. As always, every dollar counts and goes to a good cause. The 2021 event was the 23rd annual running of the charity Ocean Ride.
Yamaha is super excited to make sure that we're helping out all the unfortunate kids as well as the families. and it's something that we just dearly love to be a part of because it's so good for the community. It's dear to us as a brand, and it's something that we'll continue to be a part of in the future.
Over 2 decades, the jet ski event has raised more than $2 million to buy special equipment that goes directly to helping sick or disadvantaged kids. The 2022 Yamaha Variety Jet Trek is scheduled to run along the coast of far north Queensland from Mackay to Port Douglas in March 2022. To make a donation to the Variety Jet Trek, please go to this link. For more on this story, go to watercraftzone.com.au, hit like if you've enjoyed this video, and hit subscribe so you don't miss any future updates.